Rock Studios.
Crack, Zach. So I'm drunker than a motherfucker. 2 cases of a DUI. Shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
How's it going, everyone? Sean from Raw Technique Studios. I get asked a question all the time about mixing rap vocals. So this video I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how I mix rap vocals to get a clean professional sound. The artist featured in this video is Crazy. If you want to check out the full song that we're using, down below in the description I'll have a link so you can check it out. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. Now, the first step to a good mix is a good recording. Now I know you came here to learn how to mix, and I'm going to show you that, but I just want to let you know that if you have a recording with a bunch of excess sound in it that isn't supposed to be there, then you're going to be fixing instead of mixing. So to prevent that, get a solid recording and then jump into the mix. So the first step is just setting up the tracks properly. To get that clean mix, we need to have it set up and organized properly so we could apply all the effects that we want to. So I have all the vocals set up right here. His lead verse right here, ad-libs and doubles below. Now, nothing's applied to it yet. I'm going to take you guys step by step. What we need to do is set it up so that all these tracks here, the vocals, are being sent to an auxiliary track, and we're going to actually have multiple auxiliary tracks so we could have different effects going at the same time. So what I want to do is create 3 new auxiliary tracks, and they're going to be stereo. And then I'm going to solo safe them so they're always soloed. Okay, so now we have our aux tracks. We need to go in and send all these vocal tracks to these aux tracks. So on the output of the vocals, I'm going to go in and what I want to do is change this from output 1 and 2 to a bus. So I'm going to go to bus, and let's go with, you could pick any bus. Let's say bus 2728. And now all of these vocals are being sent to bus 2728. I'm going to rename these so they're easier to find and just call them vocals. Alright, so now you notice if I press play, you're only going to hear the beat because those vocals are being sent to a bus. We don't have that bus inputted into an auxiliary track yet. So now we need to go to our aux tracks, these 3 here, and we need to change our inputs to vocals. Alright, so now all these vocals are being sent to these 3 auxiliary tracks. We're going to start with just using that first aux track, so I'm going to mute these 2 out. Alright, so now let's listen to what we have.
2 cases of a DUI. Shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city.
Okay, so we have a dry recording and we want to start cleaning it up and making it sound nice. So I'm going to go in on this lead vocal track, and that's the only one I'm going to listen to. I'm going to mute out everything except that track.
2 cases of a DUI. Shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
Okay, so let's start with an EQ. This first EQ that we use is going to be cleaning it up. We want to get out any frequencies that are making it sound muddy or making it sound bad in any way. So this is just reductive EQ.
2 cases of a DUI. Shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city. A couple warrants on me, now they about to come and get me.
Okay, so the first thing I did was just take out any low end. There's not a whole lot going on down there anyways, so I'm just going to scoop it out and get rid of any of that low end. I don't want to go too far on it because then you're going to start getting no bass in the vocal, so let me show you what that sounds like.
2 cases of a DUI. Shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city.
I usually go to around 100 hertz and then slowly scoop out from there. Now let's keep listening for anything else that might sound bad.
2 cases of a DUI. Shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city. A couple warrants on me, now they about to come and get me. Shit, I'm a barroom player, a dead gladiator, home.
Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm increasing the Q to make it narrower, and then I'm boosting to see what sounds bad. Now around here, around 500 hertz, it's sounding really muffled. So you just sweep around like this until you find the frequency that sounds bad, And then what you do is take it back down and just take out a dB or two, and then you make your cue a little bit wider.
2 cases of DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
Alright, so now that's the first step. You're cleaning it up. Second step, you're going to go in and add a compressor.
2 cases of DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city. A couple warrants on me, now they about to come and get me. Shit, I'm a barroom player, a dead gladiator, home run on the bitch, slide in and a taker. Shit, I'll go with everything. I used to be broke, shit, I sold everything. I got homies in the hood and homies in the hills, homies with the coke and homies with the pills.
Okay, so the point of this compressor is we're trying to tame the dynamics. And what I'm doing is pulling the threshold down so the compressor is just hitting the louder parts of the vocal. I don't want it to be slammed. I don't want it to hit the whole vocal all the time. And I'm pulling it down to 3-to-1 ratio. You want to find the attack that hits the vocal at the right time. You don't want to hit the vocal too fast to where you're not letting any transient come through. But then at the same time, you don't want to hit it too slow to where you're not even affecting the thing. The compressor is working after the fact. Release is how long the compressor holds on.
2 cases of DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city.
Alright, so you can see that just a little bit of gain reduction is coming through. I'm not crushing it, I'm just getting a little bit. Next step, adding another EQ. So in this EQ, what we're trying to do is we already got rid of the frequencies we didn't want. We started taming the dynamics, so now we get to add in sounds that we like. So I'm going to add in a little bit of the high end to make the vocals a little clearer.
2 cases of DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city. A couple warrants on me, now they about to come and get me. Shit, I'm a barroom player, a dead gladiator, home run on the bitch, slide in and a taker. Shit, I'll go.
Okay, so it just adds a little bit of clarity to the vocal, it opens it up a little bit. That's the basics to mixing a vocal. Reductive EQ, compression, and then additive EQ. Those are the three that I always use on every vocal that I've ever mixed. Up next is, do you need to tame the S's that are coming through?
2 cases of DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
Alright, so you hear there's a little bit of sibilance coming through of those S's. It's really stand out. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go to dynamics and down to R. I'm going to go to use a de-esser.
Uh, 2 cases of DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city. A couple warrants on me, now they about to come and get me. Shit, I'm a barroom player.
Alright, so all this is doing is taming the S's. So it's not affecting any of the lower end, it's only taming what's above this frequency setting.
2 cases of DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
So you can see when those higher frequency sibilants come through that this pulls it down. Now, if you want to add something else in to make it a little bit more bright, this is an option, the air enhancer.
2 cases of DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city. A couple.
You can do something like that. It adds some more high end to it. It makes it a little thicker sounding. That's optional. Also, there's options like adding in distortion. Let's see. Here's air distortion.
2 cases of DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city. A couple warrants on me, now they about to come and get me. Shit, I'm a barroom.
Alright, so if you want some grit to your vocals, go ahead and add some distortion. It adds more harmonics to it. It just makes it sound more gritty. Okay, so I'm going to mute those out. I'm not going to use either of those. I'm going to go with the basic lineup. Reductive EQ, compression, additive EQ, and then de-esser. Okay, so once you get your vocals sounding exactly how you wanted, you're going to go through and I'm just going to copy and paste all of these to all the tracks because it's the same vocal so I know that it's going to affect all these the same. Okay, so now I have all my plugins set up on all my vocal tracks. They're all the same settings on each vocal track. I just copied and pasted from this one to these since it's the same vocalist. Once I have all that done, I can listen to this vocal again against the beat now. So
2 cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city.
alright, it sounds good, but I feel like it needs a little more power to the vocal. It's a little bit thicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. And I'm going to go in and add another compressor. And let me sell this track so you can see what I'm doing to this. So it's the same setup as before, but I'm adding one last compressor, and what I'm going to do is just smash it with this compressor. So I want it fast attack, fast attack, fast release. I'm going to pull the threshold down, and I'm going to pull the ratio down to do, let's say, 12.
2 cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
So I'm getting a lot of gain reduction. What I'm going to do is add the gain back in.
2 cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
Now it really turns down the vocal, so I add back in the gain, and you can hear that it distorts the signal.
2 cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
So once you have that, I want to mix it back in with my original vocal.
2 cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city. A couple warrants on me, now they about to come and get me.
Okay, so now I have the original vocal and my mixed in parallel compression vocal.
2 cases of DUI.
That's with it, without it.
2 cases of DUI.
Alright, so now let's listen to it with the beat.
Two cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city.
Alright, so that fattened up the vocal, made it sound thicker, it fits in there a little better. So now we can move on to adding any reverb or delays. So I'm going to name this aux dry, because it's just the dry vocal going through that one. This one, reverb, because I'm going to put a reverb on there. And then I'm going to mess with some delays on this one. So I'm going to unmute my reverb one, add on a reverb. I'm just going to go with the stock reverb in Pro Tools. I'll go over to a plate. I'm going to take the decay all the way down. I don't want too much high end going through, so I'm just going to have around 7K and up. The diffuser, it's kind of like a tone control. It just changes it a little bit. I'm going to go with 50%. Now if I play this, you'll hear it's really just drowning in reverb.
2 cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the back.
So we don't want it to sound like he's in a room and we recorded him in like a bathroom or something. So what we're going to do is take this down so we can mix it in.
2 cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
Alright, so let me show you without reverb and then I'll turn it on.
2 cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city. A couple warrants.
Alright, so it just adds a little bit more to the vocal to make it sound nicer. One last step, delay. I'm going to go in here, change it to mute. I'm going to pull the mute down. What I need first is to put a delay on the track. I'm going to use Echo Boy. First thing you need to do is set it up to the tempo of the song. You just click MIDI as long as your song's set up to the grid on the tempo. And I'm going to do quarter note, mix 100%, add a little bit of saturation on it. And let's go in and draw some delays.
2 cases of DUI. 2 cases of DUI, shorty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a.
Alright, so that's all it is, just throwing in delays where you want them. I want my delays to sound a little bit different than the regular vocal, so I'm going to go and add an EQ to this. Just a stock EQ for Pro Tools. And let's go Special Effects, Telephone. I'm going to adjust this a little bit, but let's see what it sounds like.
2 cases of a DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI.
Alright, so that's a cool sound. I'm just open it up a bit.
2 cases of a DUI, shouty nigga in the backseat, TMI. I give a damn when I'm in the city, a couple warrants on me, not it.
Alright, so that sounds cool. The delays have a different tone to it. They don't have so much low or highs coming through, and it just sounds different, which makes it cool. Alright, so once you have your vocals set up, you cleaned them up with reductive EQ, you messed with the dynamics with a compressor, you added in any frequencies that you wanted to maybe brighten up the vocals, used a de-esser to tame down the S's, parallel compression if you needed to thicken up the vocal and added a double in there. We added a little bit of reverb to make it sound a little fuller, and then delay as an effect to throw in a couple different sounds to it. Instead of just having spaces, we could fill in those spaces with this delay, and on the delay track we EQ'd it.
I'm loaded like a rookie, but I'm drinking like a pro, and I'm looking for some nookie. RP to Tookie. All these girls want the situation, and I ain't talking snooky. Go ahead, put some brain on it, and grab your umbrella, cause I'ma make it rain on it. Slap, put some paint on it.